Let's have you get rid of this catapult just so it's not harassing everybody. It's not harassing Robert Denby. It's not harassing everybody as they're trying to come attack Chen Gongying here. Meanwhile, you might as well attack this camp that at one point I was thinking about having us take over. Oh, okay, you've decided you're going to run away? Or no, now you've changed your mind. Arrgh, I guess elephants aren't so bad after all. I just have to be careful how you use them. Juan Sui is still down there attacking our main camp. He's going to be the last one to be defeated, I guess. But not by much. Liu Bei was first. JG Mystery was first. Huh, I ranked first, carried us to victory, trampled people to death with my elephants, and it became the mortal enemy of Ma Chao? Go fig. So, we will obviously try to hire as many of the Ma Tang forces as we can. It doesn't look like the whole Ma Chao or Ma clan declared its nemesis. But Ma Chao sure did. So who can we put in charge over here? Couple officers out of here. Well, Guan Yu sure did a lot of good work on that one. Let's give him a chance to take some credit. I hate to have him so far away from the front lines, but it is what it is. I can't really afford to have 6 officers in these cities anymore. But the fact that I am about to lose a big fight against Cao Cao, maybe this isn't the time to be losing a bunch of guys up here, but well, we'll see. Probably lose 1 officer out of here and survive it. That gives us 5. I think we can live with that. Okay. So let's disperse all the forces here. We will disperse away. Now all we've got left are the various troops that are attacking. Oof. They are going to throw a lot of guys into trying to defend Wuhan. So right now this is going our way. They've got guys here. They're defending Li. They're trying to stop us from marching any further. These guys are actually going to head towards... Oh, it looks like they're just trying to contain us without necessarily stopping us. Interesting strategy. So the forces attacking Shochun have been wiped out. It does look like we're going to take over Guanling if they don't send anyone else to defend it. So I guess... Where are you heading? You are heading for Shochun. You have enough forces to take Shochun, but more guys will show up. This could get real interesting. So I think having these backline forces attack Wuhan, I've got guys who are lining up to stop us from advancing any further, but it looks like they're willing to let Wuhan go. And that might mean that our frontline cities can launch a follow-up, attack right away on Juchang. So you got a lot of guys advancing on Bo Wang. So it seems like they're going to try to make a stand north of Wan, like they might just... Wait, hold on, I'm stupid. Is there... No, there is a path to Wan. Okay, so it's like they're going to let us take Wan, but they're not going to let us advance any closer to Juchang. But I feel like if our next move is a concerted attack from all these frontline cities that didn't engage troops, because I pulled troops out of these cities, except for this one because it's a Falger city. I could switch it over to being one of mine. If we have all these cities then attack after we take Wan, we might just be able to push in and take Juchang. That would be pretty sweet. In the meantime, before we get any further, so that I don't get confused, let's have JG Mystery. Well, maybe JG Mystery can actually go into Wu Wei. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant for JG Mystery to go into Wu Wei. Because I could visit guys in prison. Let's visit. Let's save our game and visit the guy who just declared his nemesis and see what he says and make sure he doesn't get an opportunity to kill. He's in prison. He should not have a chance to kill us. But I like the idea of going to visit Ma Dai in prison and being like, yeah, I'm sorry I trampled your friend to death. We can also visit other members of the Ma clan and see if I inadvertently prevented us from hiring the best cavalry officers in the game by accidentally killing a clan member or close friend during that battle. If so, oops, I guess Cao Cao is going to get... Eventually, once these guys start breaking out of prison, he will start getting good. What is it? His rapport with us is -87. Well, I'd love to talk to him, but you're not giving me any other options. Let's get info. I meant info on this officer. I obviously meant info on this officer. Fine. This is the last video I'm doing in this session, which is why I'm letting it go a little long. Sorry. So Ma Teng, for example, does not have an archenemy. Ma Dai does not have an enemy. Ma Chao does. Okay, so whoever we killed, and somebody can go back in the comments and see, the guy that we killed made us he must have been like a sworn brother or something of Ma Chao's that I wasn't aware of. Because Ma Chao, like, hates our guts forever. He may or may not ever join our force. He may join the force, but will attempt to kill me if he gets the chance. But I believe we should be good to hire people like Ma Yunlu, or probably the most valuable officer we can hire right now. Oh, no, Pang Day's a prisoner in the other city, my bad. Ma Teng would be pretty awesome, because he would give us the ability to... No, we can't do anything with him either. That won't be a problem for me. I'm not so sure. Just no one who can do it. That won't be a problem for me. That won't be a problem for me. I'll just have to do it myself. Perhaps I should look for another method. Yep. So, like, for example, I should be able to hire Ma Teng. Which would really enable me to hire everybody else, too. Part of me just wants to put him in charge of the city. Alright. Well, what this means, folks, is that our next video will probably be spent mostly hiring a bunch of Ma Teng officers. Maybe I'll... should I do that before I call it a session? kind of torn. I'm rip torn. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video's worth of hiring a bunch of guys. Anyway, folks, I'm calling it a video for now. When I come back, we'll be hiring a bunch of Ma Teng guys, including Ma Teng himself, but not really because we already hired him. Oh, but you know, at this point, I could just split after the fact. Yeah, that's probably the simplest thing to do. All right, let's spend 15 minutes or so hiring officers, and then I'll split after the fact. And Bobo in the time-stamped comments will point out where I was saying that I'm calling it a video and didn't. So. I can even put them in charge of the cities they used to run. They should be loyal as long as I have enough time for one or two of one or two turns of impartiality to kick in. So we'll get all the Wu Wei guys before I get the Jin Cheng guys. I don't even know the person, but I must try. I've been waiting to serve you. That's why I allowed my friends to be trampled to death. I got things to do, man. I gotta hire everybody in the world. You guys can tell me what you want us to do later, and I'll do it if I feel like it. And if I don't, I'll rebel, and even my own comrades won't join me, and I'll be brutally murdered. So, yeah, so there. Ma Teng is going to be able to hire Ma Chao, who will hopefully not come to murder me. Oh, man, looks like I'm going to have to get a, somebody who doesn't have a governor. Alright, let's see who doesn't have a governor. Somebody got crushed. Somebody got murdered by Cao Cao's forces. We saw Zhu Shu killed somebody. So it's Lu Jiang. Is there anybody who's already in Lu Jiang who can just be the guy? Congratulations, Gong Shu Ban. I'm not even going to look for somebody else. I will do a quick glance over to see if I see any other JG Mystery portraits. And I don't, other than JG Mystery himself being up there. Let's do transfer orders and see. Now this city is down to 4. So is that one. So let's give it. Let's get Lu Su over there. And let's also get you over there. Wang Zhang can come up to this city. And we can also get Felon Uncolas has been complaining he hasn't been doing very much, but that's already we will be marching out of that city again, so not a lot of sense robbing Peter to pay Paul there. Move Meng Da over here. One thing I could do is put Ma Teng and Han Sui back over in these cities and pull some guys back out again. We can put Ma Teng in charge over here. And then pull Guan Yu back out. And then I could put Huan Sui in charge over here. And pull Liu Bei back out. keep Yu just so that he's not too close to the front lines, and maybe you could, so I don't end up with 13 officers here because I'm feeling mildly superstitious. Although, yeah, there's nobody here that I feel like losing here. So I'll go back now to assigning governors. And, oh, Jun Yu is the governor here, not, what's his face? Han Sui, but that's okay. Huan Sui still gets to hang out in his old stomping grounds. That's what he wanted, right? That'll make him happy. So we're about to take over Wan fairly soon. And are you guys now marching towards Wan? Yes, you are. So you're going to sit here and occupy Li to stop us from advancing. But apparently they're not giving up on Wan outright. I would like to start training troops in Chang'an. I would like to get my bow proficiency up. And looks like Liu Bei will be the master and the ruler of the training exercises. And I am going to go back to reporting my successful hiring missions. Oh, I can't hire Peng Day? That's too bad. I'm not sure why I can't hire Peng Day when Ma Chao was able to be hired. Somebody else might be able to do it. I know that you're in prison, but you're also apparently riding on a horse and stabbing someone with a spear, even as you are imprisoned. We want that kind of warrior. Alright. I got 1 intelligence experience, because at this point, like, there is no more hiring that JG Mystery can possibly do that reflects him getting better at it. He's hired, like, half of China to work for Falzher at this point. I don't think Zerfal himself is actually watching the LP anymore. Which I mentioned because he hasn't said anything in any of our other Let's Play endeavors about the fact that as Prime Minister of his force, I now have 3 wives. Just saying. Hey, Mada, I understand that you fight with giant magical paintbrushes. We want that kind of warrior in our force. You're in Jincheng. I want to get the Huiji? Oh, you're in Wu Wei. Okay, so I'm going to get all the Wu Wei people first, just for simplicity's sake. I love your hat and that lovely kicky scarf. You've removed the giant pink scarf. It's a scarf, I've decided. I'm sure it's not really meant to be a scarf. I'm not sure. Clearly from that portrait, there's some story behind who that character is. If somebody feels like telling me in the comments, you know what? I can look it up. That was an interesting enough portrait that I feel like looking it up myself. Liu, it's not Biao, but it's kind of close. Liu Bei, I think it looked like, which is probably how it's actually pronounced in the New Dynasty Warriors. Liu Bei. Right-wise king of the Xiongnu. When Gao Gan ran to him for help, being chased by Cao Cao's army, Liu Bei saw no advantage making an enemy of Cao Cao and chased him right back. Still not sure. It looks like he's got a weapon that is covered in a cloth. I don't understand the portrait still, but whatever. Just looking for more Wu Wei folks. Ma Chao really doesn't like us. You are in Wu Wei. Now this guy was the ruler of the force that Jiazhua came from, I believe. Why don't you come work for us? It's the best way to get rid of Cao Cao. We know you want to do that. There you go. So you're an enemy at Cao Cao's. You can totally join us. I, Ma Chao, will serve that all that I am. I am Justice Man, and I'm totally gonna murder JG. But yeah, let's not talk about that in front of JG. It's clever strategist Ma Chao. He's mighty, but he doesn't want to join us. I don't really know what the rhyme or reason is behind who I can and can't hire, because my intelligence score is through the roof, which seems to be the stat that matters in this case. There's a handful of people that I've specifically made of enemies, but yeah, like, I don't know what's going on with Peng De. Or Ma Tai. Now we're back to the Yu Biao. See, I don't know how this guy ended up. Didn't we get him in our force? And he might have been like a guy who was working for Li Jui or Guosi, whichever one it is. But I feel like he's somebody who joined us and then like defected. You want something from me? I clearly have a goofy voice. Look at my portrait. Alright. Might want to spread these guys around before they all get to Chang'an and waste a lot of time. So not the most exciting thing in the world, hiring all these guys, but it's just a good thing to knock out while I'm here. Dong Hang is with Wu Wei. He looks nervous. He looks like he's afraid of what's going to happen if he doesn't join Falger. Now these would be missions to give somebody else deeds, but that's not what we're about right now. We're just about getting these guys to join us as fast as possible. He's in Jingcheng. So let's get Cheng Yin instead. How many more guys have we got? Before we start getting into... Well, there's still quite a few. Li Jui hates us. Yeah, I don't understand the sequence. It's like we've got guys that are showing up really late in the list, but oh, because he's not a prisoner. That's why he was so late in the to give it a second to click over. I always forget that. I don't always forget that. This is the first time I've forgotten it in many, many attempts here. Certainly this will allow us to give quite a few cities of 4 officers. Oh fuck, I accidentally picked a Jincheng guy. I guess I'll hit up a couple of them. Hey, we created a bond of friendship between Screaming Freak Guy and mother of at least one of our waifus. Oh, we could have all sorts of new people for our waifus to become friends with now. Oh, I would love to see one of them strike up a friendship with Ma Chao. So that's not going to happen. But we'll go with All Dragon. See if we can have All Dragon be bosom buddies with one of my waifus. Oh, fuck. No, I don't want to do that. I'm already doing a letter to him. Stop. I keep doing that. So you can become friends with... Zhang Ji, the former leader of a force. Wei Ying has been hired. Lei Tong's orders? Where were they heading? Oh. They were going to go deal with a barbarian force that is no longer there. That's fine. No problem. Okay, so it looks like we're going to take Guangling. We were not able to take Shochun, but Shochun is sufficiently weakened that we might be able to attack it later, or more likely, I guess we can try to say that everything worked out because it kept troops from defending Wan. Although Wan's not going down either, is it? Well, we've got them outnumbered 2-1, but again, that might not be enough. Alright. Looks like we're not going to get anywhere without committing. Oh. Oops, I didn't actually do that the way I meant to. I meant to do this. Am's auto, I could probably do better if I manually did some of this. Do I want to give them a gathering point or just send them straight into the meat grinder? I'll just do straight into the meat grinder for now and see what happens. Because I've got them outnumbered, but they've got better stats, and now I've got Xiaodun advancing in. No, this is going to go poorly. This could go real poorly. Cao Cao himself is looking to get involved too. He's advancing on Kunyang, which is here. Yeah, Cao Cao is personally getting involved. So I guess the good news of this is that, if nothing else, I've certainly made it so that they haven't been able to take out Yuan Shao. Although it looks like they're actually going to do that anyway. I don't know, guys. I might have messed this up. Let's persuade that goofy guy. How long is this video gone? Might be that even with my attempts to hire guys. Yep, it's still time to call it a video. Alright, well when I come back I'll have more hiring to do and I'll have more unsuccessful attacks against Cao Cao. Frustrating. I know. Is it really going that bad? We're definitely going to take Guangling. I was feeling much more confident. Oh no, these guys are heading for Guangling. I don't think they'll make it in time, but I don't know if they'll disperse when we take the city or not. I was feeling so good about the idea that we were going to take Wan and get like a foothold into Cao Cao's main territory, but I'm not sure about that at all anymore. I got 50,000 troops, but they're tired. And now I'll add another almost 60. This is Zerfall City, right? So let's use our favors with Zerfall. To make all of his cities march. Including Serena Sea, my old enemy. And their gathering point and even Falger himself will get involved. And the gathering place can be Jinye. There you go. So Falger, I order you to capture Wan. And Wan capture can happen. Because although it'll take them a while to get there, when they finally do gather, that'll be a really big force. And if by some chance we've already captured Wan, so be it. But honestly, I think more likely is the fact that we'll, my guys will attack and like further weaken their defenses, and then eventually Falger will push in and take over Wan. And if it becomes a city under his control, then he'll actually have to do something to defend it. Alright guys, let's save it here. This is it for this video. I'm going to split this in half after the fact. That's A-okay. It looks like we are about to take 8 Cao City. We've got a good plan to take another Cao City shortly. And we finished off everyone else except Yuan Shao, who doesn't count. Because by the time we've taken out Cao, Yuan Shao will be a joke. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you join me next time as I try to figure out why I can't hire Pang Day. And hope and pray that Ma Chao doesn't find an opportunity to murder me. He must think I'm Vulture Bobo, his old nemesis. Just because I trampled his friend to death with an elephant. Later, guys.